All right, Shalom. This is the brother Yawanathan. About all I'm coming at you now. Let's do the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises, glorifications to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, this is going to be a quick hit. Lesson through the spirit. All right, and I want to focus on this word munity because I meant to bring it out at camp when speaking. I don't think I brought it out. You know, I was going into them sailors, you know, over there in the Middle East, you know, toward Iraq on that boat, the Navy in the Navy branch, the Navy sailors, how they pretty much, you know, catching hell over there. They pretty much going against orders, which you got the word mutiny right here. I'm gonna go into it. All right, but they're refusing, you know, to take orders. They're pretty much refusing to fight. You know, a lot of them, some of them committed suicide. You know, allegedly. Okay, you know, diving off the boat in the sea, just offing themselves, man. Okay, and then too, you got Iran. Talk a little bit about that too. Iran putting bounties on soldiers' heads. So this war is not letting up, man. But let me get this word mutiny. All right, it says a mutiny is a rebellion by a group. And bear with me, I am driving. I'm doing this lesson in transit, so bear with me. It says a mutiny is a rebellion by a group of people against the authority, or leadership they are supposed to obey. Right, taking orders, like in the military. You take orders from your higher up, especially in times of war. Okay, and a lot of them been complaining about the conditions on that boat. You know, and they've been I heard there was some infighting. You know, they spazzing out on each other and shit, tempers flaring, and you know they just the mental health issues kicking in. You know, because imagine being out on because that's one thing about the Navy. You got to be out on a boat for X amount of number of months, and that can weigh on your mental if you're not really, you don't have no strong mental fortitude, so to speak. Okay, so they've been out there longer than 6 months. You know, I believe waiting on orders, you know, to strike Iran, and you know they just been sitting out there, man. And now they are rebelling, and these nations are picking up on that, man. All right, I forgot what brother, he made a good point. These nations see that. Oh yeah, one of the brothers out of LA camp, you know, made mention of that when they was going into this topic. You know, but yeah, they picking up on that, man. They laughing at America, man, because this military's through. Okay, and supposedly they're supposed to send another ship out there, man. It's gonna be the same thing, the same scenario, man. All right, because like I said at camp Sunday, man, these soldiers, these so-called men are weak, man. The military ain't what it used to be. The military got soft. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one more time. And I'm gonna grab a scripture. It says a mutiny is a rebellion by a group of people against the authority or leadership they are supposed to obey, especially in the military, or on a ship. You know, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, the Navy. Okay, going into the branch of the Navy, man. All right, because they out there, you know, pretty much involved in this war. Okay, and they forborn in the fight. I'm finna get this scripture right now. Jeremiah, we brought this out at camp Sunday too. Okay, and this is going to justify, all right, the draft again. We went into that as well. Okay, because hey, best believe those numbers are higher than hundreds of soldiers getting killed over there, man. We believe this in the thousands. Okay, it's going to again justify the draft. That's why a lot of these soldiers going to rebel, man. Okay, and you got soldiers too calling for Trump's removal. There was a video of I believe it was in the army or whatever. And they said the guy said he was calling for Trump's removal, man. All right, so it's going to be more sedition even within your military ranks. So this is Jeremiah 51 and 30. It says, the mighty men of Babylon, America, okay, have forborne to fight, which when you go in that word forborne, you looked it up at camp, it means to refrain or go against. Okay, so they're refraining, man. That's why a lot of people ain't joining the recruitment lines either, so to speak. You know, going to a recruiting office, military recruiting office. Okay, because in recent years they had low numbers, and you can see why. Okay, now we're in a war with Iran, and nobody ain't trying to join no damn military, man. Now you have to be a fool, which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you had no business joining this devil's military any damn way. All right, but hey, people are wising up now because they see we at war, and this war they call it forever war, man. It's not gonna let up anytime. So hey, it's gonna go on till the Lord come back, man, because this is the leading to the battle of Armageddon. Okay. So it says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight, meaning refrain. They have remained in their holes, right? You know they ain't going nowhere, man. Okay. Chickening out. You know? They ain't taking on that spirit crown. It says their might have failed. They have become as women. Yeah, these so-called men, you know, they feminine, man. They're weak. You know, they don't got that same warrior mentality, so to speak, like they did in times past, as far as being in the U.S. military, man. They gotten soft. Okay, they full of estrogen, man. You know, I'm just shooting it straight. It says again, they became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. All right. As a result, America's gonna be destroyed, man. Because America's in a lose-lose situation. All right. Your men are what's that? What's that term? There's a term for going on. A lot of them finna try to go AWOL, man. Okay. Then there's another term I believe. Where you just rebellious and not taking orders, man. Okay, I forget what it is, but that's what they doing, man. You know, and back to that bounty thing, man. Iran is gonna start putting 30,000 bounties on U.S. soldiers' heads. That's gonna really make them scared, man. But it's too late for the ones that are already in there. Because y'all gonna be used, it's gonna be more bodies they already have, and then again it's gonna justify that draft. Okay, so Iran ain't playing, man. Iran is not playing, man. Okay? Imagine a $30,000 bounty on your fucking head. Right? Yeah, I'd be scared too, man. But hey, that's what you niggas get. I'm talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that join this man's military. But that's what you effing get, though, man. make it no better. They just like women now. They don't want to fight. Okay? They don't want to fight, man. Because they like women. It says the invaders have burned the houses and broken down the city gates. So I'm going to read it again. This part again. It says the invaders have burned the houses and broken down the city's gates. So the scriptures also speak of, like I went into Sunday at camp, Ezekiel the 38 or 39th chapter, the unwalled villages. All right. And eventually America's going to get invaded too. Okay. So, hey, we're entering some very serious times. Okay. And shit's about to get real, man. Okay. Your soldiers are not one to protect, all right, the citizens. Okay. Because they're scared, man. Okay. So America's lost its fucking edge. The military has lost its edge, man. All right. And it's never going to get it back because America's finished, man. All right. So with that, like I said, it was just a quick hit. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah, Lord willing, I pray that this was edifying. I'm sign off by saying again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kakadash, the bonds to the apostles and elders that great minister on well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect at the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So again, Shalom and Kwam Yasha Allah. Shalom.